From the mind of Mark Yoshimoto Nemkov.
So I've been falling in love with the BCM-104 all over again ever since Curtis posted his clip to the Microphone Assassin Discord group. And I have to tell you that this microphone has such a beautiful mid-range on it. I mean, it really just has this clear, natural-sounding mid-range, even though there is a little coloration going on. There is that Neumann-esque thing going on. You know, just a little bit more presence in the mid-range. You know, it's not like it's pushing that high-end detail, but it feels very detailed through the mid-range. And yet it's not like that forward sound. Now over here on the TLM-67, this is more of that mid-forward sound, more of that 87-ish mid-forward sound. And you can definitely hear more of that Neumann character when you hear that sound, because I think we're more used to that 87-ish profile. So between these two microphones, I think I can cover a lot of ground. So I think these two may stay here permanently. So what I want to do though is I like the sound of this, right? It's got a little saturation going on, and this is a lot cleaner. But I noticed something. I noticed a trick that actually makes this really interesting. So let me just, all right, hold on. Let me just do some copy through it so you can hear them in a regular situation. So, Half Alive at the Fillmore, Charlotte on Friday, April 21st. Half Alive at the Fillmore, Charlotte on Friday, April 21st. Right? So this definitely sounds more polite. So what do we do about that? If we want to make this a little bit more grittier, right? There are plenty of options. And I do think that the 104 has really a neutral 87-ish tonality. So it leans in that direction, but it's not as aggressive. But how do we make it more aggressive? Let me show you. So Oxford inflator, right? So add a little inflator to this, and here we go. So Half Alive at the Fillmore, Charlotte on Friday, April 21st. Let's turn on. Half Alive at the Fillmore, Charlotte on Friday, April 21st. Half Alive at the Fillmore, Charlotte on Friday, April 21st. So this is actually even more. I could probably pull this back a little bit. All right, so Half Alive at the Fillmore, Charlotte. Half Alive at the Fillmore, Charlotte. So it feels even more lively than this. So really, I think there's a lot that can be done between using the natural, clean, beautiful, balanced sound of the BCM-104. And, you know, there is the mid-forward nature of this that this capsule will not replicate. But that being said, right, so here if I take the effect out, if I take inflator out and I put it back in, right, you're not really feeling that mid-forward thing jump out like it does over here. Here it's a little bit more, you can almost even hear that Neumann-y honk, that mid-range honk. But here, right, it just pops a little bit more. So I think something like this can be used for a more aggressive type spot where you want to cut through, where the saturation that the inflator is adding will help you really cut through. So again, one more time. Half Alive at the Fillmore, Charlotte on Friday, April 21st. Off. Half Alive at the Fillmore, Charlotte on Friday, April 21st. Half Alive at the Fillmore, Charlotte on Friday, April 21st. Okay, back on. Half Alive at the Fillmore, Charlotte on Friday, April 21st. All right, so, nation, the BCM-104, let me turn this off, get it back to its natural sound. The BCM-104 has been a microphone that I have vacillated on. That sounds dirty, but I've gone back and forth. But now I'm really hearing something I love out of this mic. Before I was kind of on the fence about it because I was rotating a lot of mics in and out, rotating. And for what it's worth, so all day I put this up in the booth yesterday before our session started, and I didn't do any bookings on it, but I did about 6-7 auditions on it, and as of this morning, I've shortlisted 3 of them. And, I don't even know if the other ones have even been evaluated or listened to yet. So that's a pretty darn good batting average. So you have to listen to the data, the empirical data when it's in front of you. So this is going to stick around for a while. The BCM-104. Nation, what do you think? Leave a comment. All right, until next time, this is Mark Yoshimoto Nemkov, fading to black.